Need to record your screen for a tutorial, class, or gameplay video? OBS Studio is a free professional tool that does it all, once you know how to set it up. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how to record your screen with OBS. No lag, no confusion. Hi, Dennis Ray here. So you just installed Open Broadcaster software or OBS Studio, and you open it up and it looks like a spaceship control panel, right? Don't worry. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through everything you need, scenes, sources, and even how to let OBS configure itself for your setup. Let's make this easy. So where can you get OBS? Well, this is the main website for OBS, and I'll put links for all the websites I talk about in the description below. But if you look at the website, scrolling down, you can see some information about OBS. And to download it, you can use these links or go to their download page. Another source is majorgeeks.com. Down here, you can scroll, see all this information about OBS Studio. And ooh, look at that, they misspelled Studio. There's links to download the installed version or a portable version, and also these links for other operating systems besides Windows and the Major Geeks links for downloading. This is another source for OBS Portable, and this is the link to download it, and there's some information about OBS you can take a look at. When you download the program, you'll double click on it and it will say it's installing. But what it actually does is make a folder from which you can run OBS without installing it to your PC. If you ever decide you want to get rid of OBS, you don't need to uninstall it. Just delete the folder and OBS will delete off your PC. Experts on YouTube say creators should not ask viewers to like their videos or subscribe to their channel. So I won't. Like and subscribe anyway, okay? When you first open OBS, this is what you'll see, which may look a little complicated, but doesn't have to be. You should see this panel, the Auto Configuration tool. It is your friend. Using this, you can have OBS find and make the best settings to be able to screen record on your computer. Let's zoom into this and see it a little bit better. You start by selecting the second selection to optimize just for recording, since that's what we're interested in using OBS for. Then hit the next button and just follow the prompts. Like it says, this can be run now or anytime later by finding it in the Tools menu, Auto Configuration Wizard. When you're done with that, I would suggest you go to the settings, either found in the menu or on the bottom right-hand corner. Go ahead and open settings, and in settings, go to the output category and go down to recording format. In this, it may say hybrid MP4 format, or also it could say MKV format. Either one is good, and they both will save your recording if, for instance, something happens to your computer, it goes down, and then your recording will not be lost. It will save it. If it has just regular MP4, that is good and the more popular format, just like the other hybrid MP4 format, but regular MP format will not save your recording if disaster happens to strike. Next, you could go up to the video category and click on that, go to Output Scaled Resolution. Now the resolution that I chose here may or may not be the same as the base canvas resolution, and You can experiment with this to see which works best for you. You can change it either to be the same as the base canvas resolution or leave it at the setting that OBS made it. Next, you could go down to common frames per second values. And this may be 30 frames per second, which is fine. And that works for normal recording. Or you could change it to 60 if you're going to be recording any gameplay. And personally, I prefer 60 for all recording just because I think it looks better. And next, you could go to hotkeys. And in hotkeys, you can make hotkeys for start recording and stop recording, or any other hotkeys that you want to make in there. And keep in mind, you can always make changes to these or any settings later if you want to. There are hundreds of videos on YouTube and articles online that can help you learn more about settings. But so far, these are enough to get you started recording. Now let's talk about scenes. The scene box is located on the bottom left part of your screen. A scene is like a folder that holds everything you want to show or pick up in your recording. For example, screen, webcam, and microphone. You can have more than one scene by hitting the plus sign on the bottom, and you'll bring up this window where you can rename the scene if you want to. And you can also rename the scenes by right-clicking on them too with this. You can set up your sources for each scene in this area. If you go down to the plus icon, you can bring up a list of selections that you can make. Like, for instance, I want to add my microphone. So I hit this, audio input capture. I'll bring this up. I want to add my existing microphone. Okay. I want to have it record my screen, so I'll select display capture. Display capture, create new, okay. And then it will have this window, properties, automatic, select which monitor you want recorded. I just want my primary monitor to be recorded. So I'll select that, okay. And there it is. Next, I don't have a webcam attached to this right now, but if I did, I would select video capture device and hit that. So cancel. Any of these sources that you want to delete, you can just go ahead and select it and hit this delete button. Or if you want to turn them off, you can just hit the eye icon. That'll turn it off like this, or back on. One more thing about sources. If I would have my webcam on this and I want to lock the webcam in place either at the bottom right, bottom left, or wherever on the screen, I would put it in the position that I want by dragging it and then hitting the little lock icon, and then that will lock it into place. Next is the audio mixer, where you can control the volume by sliding this up or down, either for desktop audio or microphone. You can turn these off by hitting the little speaker icon. And then there's scene transitions, where you have a little choice there. And controls. Start streaming, start recording, start virtual camera, studio mode, and settings. When you're ready to record, your OBS screen should look something like this. It will have the scenes, sources, audio capture, and this webcam. Now you can add a round webcam. You can add zoom and follow cursor or a cursor highlighter. And I put links for videos that I did that will tell you how to add those things in the description below. That was how to get started with OBS. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye.